it's harder for you to get into that relationship. You would actually cherish that relationship even more because you know the effort that you took for both parties to make this relationship happen. How are you going to find another person that is going to go through that same amount of effort like you as well?
And every time when someone asks me like, hey, how do you lose weight? And I just tell them,
Just so many people. And I'm like, hey, I thought in picture nobody.
I am Miss Pui.
Hello， 大家好，我是 MSPUIYI，Welcome back to my channel。今天呢，还是一个很特别的一个 episode， 就是 Girls in the City 的这个节目。当当，今天我们介绍一下我们的嘉宾啊，有两 pair。OK，start from here。
OK， 我是汉斌。
I'm Jane.
上面这边是他们的 IG 啦，然后继续。
Hi, I'm Jazel.
大家好，我是 Danny。
相信大家都是认识这两个 couple 啦，就在荧幕都是 power couple， 然后就是 husband and wife 这样子的。然后这一 pair 呢是有 children 的啦。Can you introduce?
1 year old.
Just turned 1 year old. Yes, our little girl.
Ding the picture there.
So 今天我做这个 episode，today I do this episode right because I want to make people kind of like realize what's the difference between couples that is in the scene and also couple that's not in the scene, meaning that people is not working in our industry. That like what's the difference? Coupling, getting married, they face lah basically.
Understand?
Yeah, because nobody knows ma. Only people that in the industry knows ma.
Yeah.
So we kind of want to share out. 这个养育茶的 session. So 各位这边有很多那个 cheese board， 你们可以自己拿哈。First question 我觉得很容易问的，就是两 pair， 就是你们是怎样认识的 ？How did you guys meet?
Okay, you guys can go first.
Oh, you'll go.
Yeah, because you guys are late.
Tell me the story first.
Yeah.
Okay. I think my story, a lot of people.
Your story?
Our story.
Our story.
Our story. You want to say the story or not? I say the story too many times today. My version.
We
maybe.
basically met in the club lah.
Yeah, I met her in a club. Truth be told, she had a boyfriend at the time. And truth be told, I had a girlfriend at the time.
Damn.
Then we met at the club. And then I was like, hey, that girl your friend? I was talking to another one of my
I
friends.
heard before leh.
Yeah, I tell a lot of people
I heard
already.
before.
Then after that, my friend brought her over. And I was like, hi, I'm Dennis. Hi, I'm Jazel. Every time when I see a girl I like, I shy on. I don't know how to talk. Then I realized she had a boyfriend. I was like, oh, cannot meet like this girl. Never mind lah, don't play lah.
And the thing is, my boyfriend was at the club at that time.
Yeah.
But then when I saw him, like, hey, this guy quite cute. Then I just ignored my boyfriend at the side.
Then after that encounter, we didn't meet. Until 1 month and a half later, we met at Zouk KL. I was just walking with my friend. And then suddenly I saw this one girl on the podium. Whoa.
Then I leaned down.
Dancing one more. Then I told my friend, hey, let's go, brother. I want to walk past a bit, see a bit. This is old Zouk, Velvet Underground. If y'all know, y'all know. If y'all don't know, you're too young. So we walked. Then I was like, oh, this girl. Then suddenly, hey, you remember me?
He don't remember.
Yeah, sure.
He don't
Who's she?
remember
I don't remember her at
Yeah.
all. I don't remember.
Damn.
Then after that, my friend behind, oh, hi, Jazel, hi. I was like, how you know her name? Why I don't know her? Then, okay, see you. I don't know her. Then after that, I remember I told my friend, let's just drink a little bit. I need to get a little bit more high, then I can go and talk to her. So I remember I was running to the Velvet, going up to Future, and like freaking movie, she coming down from the stairs.
Oh, got glow or not?
I remember running up, taking my first step. Hey, think handsome first. Then I went up to her, I say, where you're going? She says she's going down. Then I straight away use my pickup line. You look thirsty, follow me.
But actually, I was going down to look for him also.
Oh,
but I
that's so
cannot
cute.
say.
But we cannot say because that was the first day we...
But were you guys like broken up before?
No, we were still in our relationship.
Mine was already rocky, so like, that's why I can go find him.
Okay.
I mean, that was many, many years ago lah, okay?
Okay.
So I brought her to my table. I told her, you know, we got all kinds of drink, what you want. She was like, oh, I was like, it's okay.
I just say I don't drink champagne.
I poured champagne, I said,
Specifically.
drink this champagne. And then she was like, oh, I don't drink champagne. I was like, down this champagne or I'm gonna kiss you. I downed the whole entire glass. Then I was like, your turn. Then she was like, her eyebrows somewhere like that one. And then her boobs up to her neck. Then I was like, oh, this girl. Then she drank, then she gave me the eye. I cannot finish. Okay, zap. I straight make out with her. And I'm not lying to you. At that moment, I think because Zouk had a flashlight, the white color light, right? And it went straight to my eyes. Suddenly, it felt like it was just me and her in this whole entire white room.
Wow.
Like, too much visual. And that was how we met.
Hollywood leh.
But
And
it's like
8
that.
years later, we got a baby girl. What's up?
That's cute. Like I never tried like making out in a club.
You never?
The
Oh.
entire thing he described sounds like kissing booth.
Yeah.
A little bit, a little
Yeah, but cute.
But yeah, that was basically how we met. It was literally like the Usher's music. Found love in the club, and it was crazy because our relationship to all our friends, even to ourselves when we were in a relationship, we only can last 2 months, maximum 2 months.
Yeah, everyone
2
say
months,
we won't last.
Then after 2 months, and 3 months, and 2 years, and 8 years later, got baby. How like that?
Good on you guys.
Yes, and I caught her when she was 21 years old, young, wild, and free, and Danny Sin went locking this girl up. So, yeah,
Good on you.
good on me.
Now suddenly our story like maybe we can just skip our part, you know.
No,
We
no.
don't really
I
need to know our
actually never
story.
hear
Yeah,
how
correct.
y'all met. I was
Okay,
like, they must
to
be
be
friends for a
honest-
long time already.
No, we met each other when we were in college. So he was like my
We have a mutual
Yeah,
friend.
mutual friend.
Yeah.
So we have no connection, zero connection. I forget about this guy. I kind of like I remember you, and then I remember another guy. We went to Star Hill, is it?
Yeah, we went to Star Hill.
Actually, that's not the first time we
actually,
met,
it's more
right?
like she was trying to hang out with her friend.
Yeah, I just
Then
joined
after that,
in to
my
like-
friend also asked me to go. Then after okay, we meet out, then we have lunch. And after that, bye bye already.
That's
We
nothing
didn't see
already.
each other already.
I have zero connection. I have nothing for this guy.
Oh no.
No, nothing.
That's the first time we met.
Okay, the interesting part is he went to like he studied abroad in the UK and then he came back. Now I was setting out a date for him and my sister.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, the turn.
Wow, the story.
And then-
This one got story, yeah. Right?
Then after that, my sister's like, oh, she can't make it. She kind of like, you know, FFK, this whole thing. I said, okay, I went lor. So we just like, just chill. We were damn chill. Then like, oh, okay. Then nothing also, actually it was nothing, right? Or it was like something already.
Was there not any
No,
spark,
but
like-
back then when I asked you out, I was trying to call you, but when you were trying to ask your sister,
So you're,
Yeah. So I didn't get like the message.
but you already asked her out is because you want
no,
to.
I asked her out, but I didn't know that she had this intention trying to introduce her sister to me.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, okay, she came out.
I got a question. Why at that point you never thought about yourself?
No, but I think I just broke up.
Maybe it's just not the right person.
Yeah. So
And
I
timing
really
also
like.
lah.
Then she come out, she like me. Oh.
Not the first time lah,
day,
not
ah?
the first
Not the
day.
first
After that,
time,
we came out, like had like a few dates, coffee. Not really dates, like we just like chill. And then we never really like have any like all this like very havoc kind of thing situation. So we eventually, you know, just ended up together. We don't even have a date lah. Oh, do you want to be a girlfriend? There's
how
no
long was-
like
how-
proposal about that.
It was
right?
just- okay,
it was just
okay.
randomly. Oh, okay, we kind of like comfortable with
Yeah,
each other,
suddenly
and then we're like, oh, okay, we're together.
Yeah, people see
Yeah.
us as a couple already suddenly.
So we don't have like a clear.
So it was
Yeah.
it was more like a smooth transition from friends into girlfriend, boyfriend.
Yeah.
And then suddenly
Okay
just
lah.
went into marriage. Oh.
No question asked. It's like, oh, okay. Like, should we like get married? Like, oh, okay.
But, oh, that proposal just.
No lah, the proposal was.
At least there was proposal.
Yeah lah. But
No, it's like,
that's why we don't have like
together already. ah?
together anniversary kind. But we went official after like a year being
Of dating
friends.
lah.
Yeah, dating.
I also don't know when actually. No, actually,
A year
it's good,
ish.
No, you don't know when you're good because every month you don't have to. I mean, every year
No
don't have
stress,
to
right?
celebrate,
No
mah.
stress, right?
Yeah, I see all my friends. They always say, one monthsary, don't know lah, got anniversary, all this kind of stuff.
Me and
lah,
Jazel
at
also
first
sometimes we
lah.
were also quite confused
Then
when
I'm
we
like,
got
oh,
together.
okay lah,
Got
no
too
need
many
lah.
dates.
At the end of
Yeah.
the day lah.
Yeah, just celebrate everything in one day.
Yeah.
Okay, done. Yeah, that's pretty much
So
our
you
story.
guys got like asked, hey, can you be my boyfriend? Can you be my girlfriend? Moment.
we
ah?
didn't.
No.
I did.
Did lah.
'Cause I've been making her
very
cry a lot.
asshole in the most asshole way.
I mean, okay, so when I was dating her, after that previous relationship, I was quite scared of like wanting to go into a relationship, especially with pretty girl. So I was like, oh, pretty girl, confirm got problem. Got out of a crazy relationship, this cannot. Lah. Then I kept testing her because I watched Oprah Winfrey, and Oprah Winfrey told me you need to give yourself 4 months before you got into a relationship. I'm like, okay, because for me back then 2 weeks already in a relationship.
Ah,
already. No good.
okay.
Learn from Uncle Dennis. I told her, you don't know what kind of guy you want, but I know what kind of girl I want because I've dated a number of girls. So then we dated, and then every single time I would push her away. I would test her. I would bring her to my friends, and I said, meet my friend Jazel.
Oh, you friends
We already
her.
holding
Yeah,
hands.
friends-zone
We
her.
already making out. We already.
You're a dick man.
No, but at that point, because I needed her to be serious. I needed her to know that I really want to settle down. I don't want to play anymore. I'm too tired already.
But then you call her a friend more.
But this is test. Because if I call you a friend, and because I call you a friend, you straight walk out the door, then okay, bye-bye. Very simple, am I right? But she stayed and stayed and stayed.
Yeah, and
All the way for 6 months. in front of my mother, my friend, my
Yeah,
auntie, uncle,
he brought
my
me
friend.
to his parents and then say my friend.
Everyone
so
said,
I'm like,
girlfriend? You
okay.
want a girlfriend? No, it's just
I don't think you're testing her.
No, really,
I'm scared
really.
you call her girlfriend. It's like, no, I'm not your girlfriend.
Then after 6 months of all that, then I remember that one morning when we woke up and then I was talking to her and then I said something and then I made her cry and then after that I just asked her straight to be my girlfriend.
I thought he wanted to like break it off already. And then cry, and he turned me around and he's like, do you want to be my girlfriend? Then I'm like, really? Really?
After you made me cry.
Yeah.
Much,
It was
alright.
such a bad cry somehow.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But that was so many
Yeah.
years ago, it's okay. We are now married.
With a baby. Put a baby.
With a baby.
It's harder for you to get into that relationship. You will actually cherish that relationship even more because you know the effort that you took for both parties to make this relationship happen. How are you going to find another person that is going to go through that same amount of effort? Like right now, like I told her before, like if in that past 8 years, if we ever broke up, right, it would be very hard for either one of us to find another partner because we would never put that much effort into that relationship anymore. Because once you've done it, once that thing is over, you're like, I'm never gonna put even 50% amount of effort anymore. Now that makes it harder for yourself to get another partner. So both of us are like, don't break up, it's just don't break up. Break up today, I'm just gonna stay single forever.
Why would you even think of breaking up?
I mean-
At the very beginning of relationship, because when you get into a relationship at the beginning, you're already thinking, okay, I want.
No, it's more like just don't, just don't, just if anything, just don't.
I like this episode because this is totally two different.
Yeah, I think we're very different.
Very opposite.
Because for me, when I get into a relationship, I was okay. I mean, like we are gonna be good. I never thought about like breaking up.
I mean,
It's very
at the very
traditional.
beginning.
Okay, I think
Is that one married already?
Very different.
I think maybe because of my
Past
my past experiences when I was much younger, when I got into a relationship, all the girls broke up with me every month. It's just like I got together, after a month they'll break up with me and tell me I'm too good. It's always you're too good for me.
Yeah.
What do you mean I'm too good? I know when you say you want rose, I will save my money buy rose for you. You ask me to stand up, I stand up. You ask me to sit down, I sit down. So I did all that and it was all wrong. So all the girls still break up with me and I'm like, what am I doing wrong? So because of all those previous experiences that I had, it sort of like made me that person I am to like, okay, before I want to get in a relationship, I gotta test first, I gotta check first because I don't want to break my heart. Because I've done that when I was younger, which made me into, when I started partying, I got this asshole vibe. that
So
I
you
wanna
become
be.
an asshole.
I have to lah. You know?
Trauma. All the trauma. It's okay. I
It's
healed
okay,
you.
so-
Yes.
Next question. What was your first impression of your other half when you first met? Or like the first date?
I don't remember the first impression. That's how bad it is.
Oh.
No lah, it's like I don't really remember lah. Like there's not much. We just like briefly.
For me, it's like, okay, I hair long like that.
No, he was dating someone else. That
No,
was
I
not the first
wasn't,
time,
I
right?
wasn't.
No, the first impression or first time meeting. I don't remember when.
Thing, like hair very long, then brown color like that.
Yeah, just basic Chinese guy.
That's all. Lah.
Like, I don't really have like, because there's no connection the first time we met each other.
Hair long.
So I'm like, oh, okay, this guy, my friend's friend, lor.
Then
Nothing
quite
else.
tall like that.
I
you know?
That's like, very like,
Then wait, there's no and chill like together.
okay, nothing
very
much.
long.
Yeah. We don't really have like, I don't really have like a huge first impression because he's my friend's friend. So that's the only impression I know. Like, oh, he's my friend's friend.
And you want to set up the date for your sister. So luckily that
that was not first. That was like
Wow.
after that, I kind of know this guy. But then it's like the first impression is just.
He looked like Taeyang, and I loved him so much. So when I first saw him, like, oh my god, this guy look like Taeyang. I want to know him.
So the
Cute.
tip for the boys at home is you look closest to your K-pop idol, you might get that.
You look like Jackson Wang.
One of the good things is that back then she didn't know who I was. Like she didn't know my background in dancing. She didn't know anything. She only met me in a club, and that's all she knows.
Were you
Guy
dancing?
From club. I wasn't dancing. I wasn't dancing there lah. But after that, I started dancing for her lah. Of course.
Oh, okay.
Have to like show some skills. My first impression of this girl is, of course, like when I saw her, it was just like, shee! I remember when we were in the Malacca club. That was my first time. She was wearing like spaghetti stripe, tie her hair up very tight, then just, oh, I can see the neck of her forever. Like that. Then the bone here, and then after that, all. I saw from far, all I see was a shadow of a girl, and I was like, damn! Malacca got this kind of girl? Holla! Then after that, I saw her saying hi to my friend. That was when I went to my friend, bro.
Who's that?
Who's that? Then straight away, hey, you wanna know her? Give me a second. Bro, then he went already. I just want to know her name, you don't have to go call her. Then 5 minutes later, hi, my name is Jazel. Hi, Dennis. Shit, she was hot. And that's why I went and talked to her.
I think this is the next question that a lot of fans want to know. How did you guys propose? Like, how's the proposal like?
How?
What, your
He
proposal
planned
was...
mama.
No lah, my proposal is very normal.
No,
Yeah, we went to
So
India
we went
lah.
to India. So because we don't want to be so basic like that. Like a lot of people go to Santorini, all this kind of stuff. So we went to India. Then we booked a very nice resort. Then I was actually supposed to propose in Taj Mahal because I like all these like 7 wonders and kind of stuff. So Taj Mahal is actually one of the 7 wonders. I mean like. It would be nice to propose under one of the 7 wonders, right?
But it's a
And
lot
when
of
we
people.
go there, like, wow, fucking a lot of people. Then got monkeys some more. Then we'll take it.
Why you take out?
Because one of my friend, he was holding the proposal ring. So I'm like, wait, because he was asking for my signal. Then I see a lot of people, then I was sweating. Then you know like Jane is always like taking photo, go away also take photo.
I was
She
like,
go to
where?
take photo, she make content, then she was turning lah, all this kind of take video and all this kind of stuff. Then I'm also like very angry lah because I'm
I'm just like, I'm a workaholic.
Really, I'm very long because I mean,
kanchong,
like,
right?
in the photo it looks very nice. Okay, you know like the building so big, like very
yeah.
magnificent like that. Then I suddenly go there, wow, sweating. And then Jane is don't know go where already. Then got so many monkeys, so many humans there. I'm like, how? This kind of atmosphere is not even romantic. Then okay lor, then we just postpone.
Yeah.
Then think. And then I was thinking, oh maybe we can set up a dinner at the resort because it's quite nice as well. Wow, then she also at the rooftop. She was at the rooftop.
Running away.
No, I was shooting upstairs.
And then because usually when she go trip, right, she bring a
still got
lot
the
of
video.
she bring a lot of
press stuff.
The press stuff. Then she was at the rooftop. She no shoot until when sunset already, still shooting. Sunset already, still like that, shooting, turn around. Like that. I'm like, oh maybe the dinner also cannot make it already. Then I'm like,
No, it was on that day.
It was
Then I
on-
changed already. Then after that, I was wearing really nice dress and like.
she was wearing a very nice.
I was shooting for Dior that time because usually when I go work, right, I like to I make sure I cover back like the stuff that I spend. So I usually like bring my work together. So I was wearing really nice. After I changed, I changed into like this gym wear thing. Then we went to dinner. Then he proposed in my gym wear. But okay, it was a very
had a
memorable.
That's changing. It didn't work out. Because you cannot go up there. Can you please stop
I think the
shooting?
plan
I have
A become
something
to plan
do,
B.
right?
Okay, quite cute of a story.
Yeah.
There's so
We
much
went to India, at least.
details into it.
Ours, you want the story? What you remember?
All I
Or you
remember
don't
is
remember?
no, we were on a tour. We were supposed we were going to the 12 Apostles, and then I asked him if I should wear my previous outfit because it was nicer. They said no need, very cold. So I wore really chill, just jacket and then the puffer jacket.
Yeah,
So
I remember that
ugly.
picture.
Bear in
It was
mind,
so
this
ugly.
was like close to I think September, October. It was during like it was still very cold. It was
Unexpectedly
it was
cold.
still unexpectedly cold in Melbourne. I was there for a work trip. Before that, kanchong to pick the ring. Cannot let them know where to keep the ring. Who is going to hold it for you? And for this trip, I was like, I don't want to do the normal. I don't want to do like what everyone do, and I just want to do it something for us. And then when we went there, I was like thinking how 12 Apostle was gonna look like. I've never been there before. I was like, it's gonna be great. It's gonna be this. It's gonna be that. I remember when I came off the bus opened. The first thing I stepped down, Yori kanchong already. Yori inside that scared already. And it was so cold. I cannot stop shaking. I talked to her, I was like, yeah. Then she said, why are you so cold? Like, yeah, cold. Actually, because nervous, you don't know what to do. Then I remember walking at 12 Apostle, I looked at the floor. It was all wood with planks. And there's whole gaps in between. Nothing. I never thought about it. Nothing. Just walking. Then just so many people. And I'm like, hey, I thought in picture nobody.
Suddenly there's people.
Yeah, suddenly so many people. Then I was like, okay, where do I even take picture? I never go and Google how it looks like, where you should stand. Never dancing confident. Only go there, sure got place one lah. And worst part is I got no friends with me that time. Nobody.
Only you and her.
Me and her and the tour guide. I told the tour guide I'm gonna propose to her already. Later on, you just help me to record. That's the first thing you should not do. Ask the tour guide to record. That's why we got no video. Anyways, we went there. I went to the peak. Then I was just looking like, where to propose? This is not good. Everywhere got people. Then it slowly started to drizzle. Then people started to leave. This is good. So I see a lot of people starting to leave. Then I was like, here. Behind there got all the apostles. Here. I told the tour guide. take picture for me, please. Then he looked at me like that. I was like, you got the sign or not? You got the sign or not? You got the sign or not? I didn't tell him what's the sign. Then he just looked at me, yeah, he never clicked, I was like, how do I tell you? I never just take picture. He take one picture, then I walk to him. It's now, it's now.
You should just click the thing.
I told him, then he ran and record. Okay, so this is the whole proposal, right? We were wearing our winter jacket, so she was puffy. With
I was
her-
super cold and I wanted to leave already
Yeah,
because
she was
it was
just like that.
drizzling. So I'm like, my
She was
face
just like that
was
the whole
very
time.
angry in the video. I'm like, let's go, but he still want to stand there. So
Yeah,
why
it
you
was
standing?
really,
Yeah.
And so many people was walking, so I have to find the right time because the camera, and I cannot people like, please clear, please everyone, please clear. I cannot, right? So I just waited. Then finished already. Then I turned her around. I took out my ring, went down on one knee. I said whatever I said. She couldn't hear a word. She was just.
I was busy crying
The
some more.
best part, remember I was shivering, and remember I told you there's planks and there's holes in between? I took up the ring like that. I confident, like I rehearsed in my head already. Take out the ring like that and slide into her finger. But I forgotten the fact that it was cold and I was shivering. I took out the ring and it went poof!
It fell.
And then it
It
fell
didn't
down.
fly so high.
Oh my god, when it was
no.
falling down, I thought I was sitting roller coaster. My heart just went Then I saw it ping, ping, in between the two holes, the ring landed right in between there.
Just in the middle.
Luckily,
yeah.
I just went down there, take the ring up like very confident. Oh, my heart that time I was like, no,
If it drops, it goes into the ocean already.
Then it was
straight
just be
away.
there, it was like bye. So yes, managed to propose to her, but we were both also in very, very plain clothes, and she was complaining, not complaining, she was just saying, you could have like asked me to wear nicer clothes or something.
Yeah,
I
it's
told
just
her.
girl
I
thing.
asked him
How to
already.
ask,
How to ask? Dear, can you please wear the nicest dress? What's happening tomorrow? What's happening tomorrow? What is happening tomorrow? You know? Yeah, I mean, for me, it was cute, it was memorable, and the best thing is that it was for both of us only. Yeah, that was cute, I felt.
How's life like in general? Is it different after getting married?
Okay, I have to ask you all because both of you, right after you engaged already, right? What was the feeling both of you?
No, it's the same.
It's the same
We have been
for-
staying together for a very long time.
Yeah, so
Even before we got engaged.
I see.
I think we stayed together 2 to 3 years after we got together.
Yeah.
So actually before marriage and after marriage is about the same. It's just the responsibility lor. Like right now, I mean like because we have plans like for in the future. So it's just like okay, so what's our plan? Okay, let's do this, let's do that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Because it was like your whole relationship was quite smooth
Yeah.
all the way. It was
Yeah.
just like everything just happened lah. I mean for
Yeah.
us it was just after that whole entire proposal, we went back to our hotel in Australia and it was just felt surreal. Like it's just crazy that I mean this is how many first time you have to call somebody your fiance, right? You go through a lot of boyfriends and girlfriends and finally you reach to a stage when you're like, you're my ex-girlfriend, you're my fiance now. And you're only my fiance for like maybe a year until you become my wife. So at that point we were just like giggling like small little kids, fiance.
For a few moments,
Fiancé.
like a few months,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
felt
yeah.
like a new woman. Like, wow,
Oh,
why so
yeah.
different?
Then
the
when you
feeling?
know, that moment when most girls will have, oh, this is my girlfriend. What girlfriend? Fiance. Girlfriend, who your girlfriend? She did that to me.
Fiance. Hello,
Fiancé.
ring here already.
So yeah, that was the cute part lah.
So how is your sex life change after getting married or no? Different? No different?
No, I think it's not about for us. It's not about before and after marriage. It's more about like because nowadays obviously we are busier. Back then, you know, when we got together, first gotten together, one day
Sex
also
is
can do
like,
how many
yeah.
times also can one.
It's free mah, so
Yeah.
much time, right?
So a bit older already. I mean, like you want to do 3-4 times also a bit harder lah. I mean, like the
1 month
body
also
not
got
so
3-4 times later.
Yeah.
It's not like you won't get like super passionate sex unless you actually like travel or like you argue and then you kind of like make up sex, maybe those kinds. But then if like the usual sex is, I don't know, I'm a vanilla sex kind of girl, so nothing really changed.
Vanilla.
Vanilla.
First time I'm hearing vanilla.
I also first time.
Oh, do you know what's vanilla
You don't know
sex?
what's vanilla?
No, we are guys, what's vanilla?
They don't
No,
know.
it's just like,
That means like very mellow lah.
yeah, it's like not like,
So what's
flavor.
chocolate kind of sex? Or strawberry?
Don't know,
There's no chocolate.
Oh no, there's no
There's
chocolate.
no
lah. Then what kind
chocolate.
of sex are we? Also, I don't know. We have to think of some
Yeah.
sex theory for ourselves.
Sex flavor.
For us, I mean, one of the things that really attracted me to her was her sexuality.
Younger when we were
No,
younger.
When we were younger, it was like what you
More
say. 'cause
energy.
You have more energy, you have more time, less commitment, less responsibilities. And of course now after getting married and everything, you still want to have sex. You still want to do all the things that you used to do when you were younger. But most of the time when you reach to a certain hour of a night, Then you in 2-3 hours before, like, dear, go upstairs, dear, wait for me. 3 hours later, dear, I go sleep first, dear.
Too sleepy.
I mean, then you're like, it's okay, I'll go sleep, lor, because what are you gonna do? Like, wake up right now, we got business to do, you know, you can't do that, right? Because now we have baby and all that, so it's a little bit different. So we don't put pressure on each other in that sense, but of course, when we get to do it, also we don't put pressure in the sense of like, oh, it has to be a certain amount of length, it has to be a certain amount of time. It's just if we get to do it, it's a blessing.
Yeah.
Just enjoy.
But I think the
moment.
difference is more like, I want to know like after having kids.
It took me some time to recover because I was afraid since I gave birth naturally, right? And then the doctor kept telling me it's actually okay. Don't worry. The tear is normal. You will feel a bit pain. But yes, you do feel like a virgin. The first time feels like I'm a virgin again. It was so painful. I couldn't. He had to try a few times.
Will bleed or not?
Will.
So your virginity come back.
Correct. So you are a virgin again. So I have to like stop him in between.
Yes and no, because after healing with all the
It's
blood
painful.
and everything, it's very, very
The
painful
fear
for the
also,
girl.
yeah.
And you don't know how it's gonna be. Is it gonna tear all the way
Correct.
again? It's your wound, you know.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things that was concerning, and for us as husband, you're like, "Dear, you sure you want it? You sure? I scared, you know. I scared that I will do something wrong." I think one thing I think for most men and for most people out there is, after my wife give birth to a baby with the head this size, the thing that opened this big,
Right.
how? So let me explain a bit because I have the experience, right? On the birth when baby was coming out, the doctor wanted to show me why he said that we would have gotten a C-sec if the baby didn't turn. My baby came out with her hand on her neck. Her neck was turned like that, and there was umbilical cord around her neck.
Oh no.
Yeah.
So as she was coming out, the doctor went, the husband come here. I went there, I look.
I was shocked
come and
when he
look at
called
this.
him.
Yeah, you see what?
Why you go there?
Was lying down.
I'm like, oh my god, you bring him there?
He was trying to explain to me science. It was like, okay, you see the baby head, you see, that's why I told you the umbilical cord was around here. I like, okay, doctor.
Do you faint?
For me, at that moment, how I see it is that my wife, my partner, is going through a very, very extraordinary pain that I won't be able to explain. And the least I could do was just to look at it. I mean, a lot of men who had wife and all that, they told me, they scared me. Like, bro, after your wife give birth, you will never see her the same again. Your sex will never be the same again. A lot of men told me that, and it has been like sort of been in my head, but I'm like, that's impossible, right? If you love this person and this person gave birth to your child, won't you love this person even more? So I find that very different kind of thinking. So I thought, okay, let me see what happens after. And to be honest, if the relationship between all of you and your partner is like what me and Jazel had, after she gave birth to my daughter, the love I have for her was even more. It was beyond myself. It was more like she gave birth to my daughter. Like, I don't have another person who gave birth to my daughter, right? So this was my first. And of course, I cherish everything, and I truly, truly love her for that. And when I see her again, her body, and I mean, Jazel,
not all women can be like that.
to be very honest, we were both also very skeptical in the sense of after giving birth, how is she gonna be like the body and being in
I was
social.
also actually worried because a lot of people tell me it's super hard to lose weight, but actually it's quite easy. Yeah.
Depending how easy it will. It's
because
different for
you're
different people.
active, so I think it's easier.
Correct.
And breastfeeding actually plays a big part of it, so
breastfeeding and honestly stress for girls after giving birth will lose a lot of weight as well.
And every time when someone asks me like, hey, how do you lose weight? And I just tell them, sex.
But
I didn't say sex.
But for me as a husband and supporting her as my wife, and for all of you out there, especially if your wife is currently pregnant or going to give birth, it's very, very important that the husband is there to support her mentally and all that, because even Jazel herself, she went through a whole emotional roller coaster.
In
terms of confidence, in terms of a lot of things. And I myself witnessed it through the whole entire confinement and everything, because that time was locked down, and we were locked down throughout the whole entire 9 months of pregnancy and then after. So I managed to see everything, and when I was in a confinement center, I was like the only husband that was there. So at that 1 month period, I see how many times Jazel broke down in tears in the room just cause hormones, just cause baby has some difficulties, and you as a mother not knowing what to do, you would just burst out in tears. And I as a father, I also don't know what to do. I also burst out in tears. And if I can burst out in tears, I only figure what would be happening to her. So for me, it was quite hard to try to help her to gain back her confidence. That was very, very hard. And it was also after COVID. So I myself was trying to work to bring my confidence back again, to find that Danny scene again. So I told her, I said, once you can, we must find ourselves back, regardless. Because once you give birth, it's very easy for you to lose yourself and to say that I'm living for my kid, which is very important, but you must make sure that you are still living for yourself.
Correct. So we had to get back to us.
So we did a lot of different things, like even just going out to drink with our friends, to party again, to just go for music festival again, to find back who we were before baby come out. Because when baby came out, I asked her, I actually don't remember my life before baby. Because I cannot imagine my life right now without my baby. So then we think like, how's our life like last time? Yeah, we partied a lot, but how was it? I really don't remember. So it's really supporting each other and just being there for one another and to love one another. And with the love and support from the husband, the wife will be able to really recover back better if their mental is
good
strong.
pep talk.
Yeah.
Thank you.
In detail.
Yeah.
Okay, but before we wrap, just two more last question. Do you think social media makes your dating or married life somewhat different, or like somewhat a bit rocky at first?
I think that definitely there's a difference lah, especially when sometimes when we go dating, we also like have to work.
Agreed.
Right?
What do you mean?
No, it means like
phone.
let's say sometimes someone invite you to a dinner. It was for us, it's like a date, but then you still have to like shoot stuff because you need to do posting for them.
You don't have to shoot stuff, you still have to gang chow.
Yeah.
You still have to talk to people,
Yeah,
you can't really
true.
spend too on that.
So our dating is mostly like maybe going spinning class together.
No lah, I think
We spend time. We spend time quite.
Yeah. I honestly,
Actually, I prefer staying at home one.
I agree with you right now. Like
Yeah.
I feel like the real time that we got to spend together is whenever we're at home,
Yeah.
or when we travel out.
Yeah.
That's only two. If you go to events anywhere in Kuala Lumpur, or you go to date also you go to Pavilion, I'm sure both of you get stopped by fans and everybody and wanting to take picture. And in our line of work, you cannot say I'm on a date. No photos.
Yeah.
We're not that kind of person. So once you go out, it's going to be tiring. Take photos and you say going for events and stuff like that.
Or maybe it's just aging lah, you just want to stay home. Nothing to do with that. Maybe it's just aging.
Do you guys use toys or anything to enhance the experience or the sex, or no? Yes, no.
Actually, don't really. I think lingerie. Maybe when we just started dating, maybe we like try different stuff because we're like young, try and do a lot of things. But now probably now like more like lingerie, not really like sex toy. Sex toy is like my alone time, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Agree. Shit, I say like I know. Right?
Yes, I still do have. Sometimes I ask him if he want to experiment, or I use my toy on him. I said, can you want to try?
No, it's like girls, they want to know whether it gives us the same effect.
Yeah.
Then I'll just say,
So I asked, can I try?
sure. Yeah, it's mostly for the girls lah.
Yeah.
For the guys, I don't think there's much.
Don't need the cup lor.
I've used it.
Actually, yeah lor. I mean, like for guys, I don't think we use. I know for me I don't use much sex toy because when I want sex, I just have sex with my partner, right? You wouldn't want to have. Sex
Some people want like sex toy as in like maybe they want to like spice
I hardly
things
even
up.
watch porn anymore nowadays.
Oh.
What?
Don't
You
have.
still watch porn?
I mean, for us, it's
Sometimes
Okay, I have
Once
to.
in a
Okay,
while.
if you want me to really share, I reached to a point where I couldn't even get hard. There was literally a point. Then I was like, what the hell is happening to me? Stress, work, whatever it is, So there were a lot of different things that we tried in ways to really help and to get myself back again. And now I can go a few rounds. You know what I'm saying?
Thanks for the info.
That completely had nothing to do with anything. But I honestly believe that after marriage, after kids, sex is even more
Yeah,
important
correct.
because it's very, very easy to go distant from one another and
Yeah.
not do it.
Correct.
It's
You have to
so easy.
reconnect with your partner.
Yeah, if I continuously let myself be busy and she continuously let herself be stressed out and busy and not give me the time and I not give her time, it's very easy for us to just not have sex for 2-3 months. But we told ourselves that we are committed to one another, and it's very important that because sex is also a very important part of our lives, two of us since the day we got together until now. So we don't want to change that, because if that change, the dynamic between us as couple will change as well. So I try my best to live up to her expectations.
Wow. He's the toy.
I am the tree, she is the Bollywood dancer dancing around.
I think it's true that these two pair memang is power couple, confirm. But the whole video and the whole insight, whole prep talk, all of it. These two memang power couple. So I need to thank you guys for coming into this video.
Thank
sharing
you.
your whole entire experience with people out there. And I hope they get inspired by you guys. See you in the next video. Above are all their social medias you can go follow. Ta-da! Bye!
Thank you. Bye.